So a lot of people who take courses about trading do really well until they get at the chart, start to place trades, then they blow up their account and they screw up. Why is that? Well, because when they learn, they're actually taking in the knowledge. They get really pumped up about all this information out there about trading. And then when they get to do it and put it in practice, they fail because they're subject to either emotions or the mindset is wrong or they've not really mastered the content of the course and they kind of don't get any results from that. So I had this idea a couple of days ago of what if I give people my indicators to trade with? And when they learn the strategy, they actually have an indicator to trade with it. Well, they can just go in the market, start to look at this indicator, and the indicator will tell them the rules of the strategy because it's coded for that. They just have to follow the rules. When the indicator gives them a setup, they take the trade. When the indicator tells them not to trade, they basically don't trade. So in this video, I'll show you how I work with my indicators. These are custom things I've built over time in TradingView that I use for my own trading full time. I don't want to get out of the chart and like have to think or have to analyze the charts. I don't want to have to draw lines or like look at different things and start to do my analysis in the chart every day. I want things to be simple, and over the past years, I've coded things to be very clear cut. Well, my trading is very, very systematic. I just have to go at the chart, look at these indicators I've built for myself, and see if I need to trade or not. Now you can obviously build your own, but I'll show you in this video how I do mine, what things I look at myself, and you'll get to have a bit of an overview of my full-time trading. So we'll have at it. So I'll show you today how I work up with this, what indicators I run, what things I do with them, and you can see a bit how that works out. The first one is this indicator here, which is my Bollinger reversal. I've been trading this for like since 2016 or so, which is basically a strategy looking for reversals in the market. You look for selling at the top of the Bollinger Band and buying at the bottom. Now there's of course candlestick patterns that go with this, and you can see on the chart here, the triangles show you a good bearish setup here at the top. But the key is these things work really well. You look for some zones, you combine this with your indicator, it tells you exactly when to buy or sell. You can see I've got one here. Now there's a few rules with it. We wouldn't take this setup over here. This one we wouldn't also take it. And overall, this gives you a lot of kind of good trades. This here would be in the middle of a range. We wouldn't take that. Same thing here. This one would be a good one. And this one also would be a good one. So I have these highlighted. There's a few key technical things that go with it also, which I'm happy to share with you in the lessons on this indicator. But having this on your chart gives you a clear kind of red light, green light kind of scenario. So whenever you see these things, you can go sell. Of course, not these ones, because these ones will be in an uptrend. You don't want to sell in an uptrend. But you're able to kind of have these filters. So you can combine this with anything you have already going on, or just trade it like this, and it works quite well. So that's the first thing I trade. Now, this is one that I love. Been trading it for a long time. Works on many, many time frames. You can also go down on like the 1 hour chart and find these trades, and they will work quite well too. So you see here, this is working fine. Pretty good. Also here. They really produce good reversal signs. Now, of course, not all the time, but most of the time they are pretty accurate if you look at them in the right context on the chart. Now, the second indicator I have, which I love for more like a trend style of trading, is my RSI breakout indicator. So this is basically a tool that gives me an idea of, are we going to break out or not? Whenever we have a range in the market, so here we have a good range, I want to know, are we going to, first of all, break out? And if we break out, are we going to continue this trend? It's called the RSI trend breakout RSI indicator. And this is your chart. Now I just draw my lines, which is my top is over here. Bottom of my range is over here. I apply this, and then it's going to tell me when to enter. So if I just go back, see the entry is over here. Stop loss, now there's a few ways to do it. I'm just going to actually change this up because my stop loss would not be here. It will be at the high and low of the break candle, which is this one over here. So a bit more tight. There we go. And this would be a good way to go long. So see how this works out. Pretty good, right? Go long here and boom, move in the direction. So pretty strong. Of course, we've got a lot of these breakouts happening. And this is mostly for when you want to trade the breakout with the trend. This gives you a tool for confirmation for any kind of small breakout on any kind of time frame. It works very well. But this works really well also on low time frame. So here I'm on a 1 hour chart. I see this range here happening on the right side of my screen. I want to see, are we going to buy or sell on this? Are we going to go on the breakout? Because you want to make sure the breakout is strong. If you get on the breakout and it's a false breakout, there's no point getting on that breakout. Just wait and don't trade. But in this case, we have a clear setup. So it shows us your stop loss should be here above the high. Entry should be somewhere here. Of course, we pull back after, but we're still able to get at least a 3-to-1 on this, even more than that, which is quite interesting. So if I were to go short over here, I want to enter my short right there. Stop loss would be just above the high here. And we are getting a 4.5 to 1. So this is the second thing I use. Now the last one that I'm using, which is my main indicator for this coming year, 2024, is a mix of what we talked about so far. It's a mix of the Bollinger reversal, so giving us some strong reversal patterns, but within the trend. So see how here we are riding on a trend, we're going down. This gives me a clear, like I said before, green light, red light kind of scenario. If we go down, we sell. If we go up, we buy. That's it. And we have colors in the moving average here to tell us if we should go long or short. This works super well. So we go short here on this candlestick. We get out when we have the price closing above this red line. Again, this gives us here a 6 to 1, which is amazing. If I go back, we have another one over here. This one here would get out roughly there, which is about a 1 to 1. So if I go put this, we go short here on this candlestick actually, because this one wouldn't work. Put a stop loss just above the high. Then we target when price goes back and close above, which is over here, 2 to 1 once again. Okay, so the key here is being able to ride the trend for a long time. You have a few trades that are happening very quick, like this one here, where we actually would get out somewhere around there, which is still a very good target. So these are all shown on the chart. I use this for stocks, for cryptos. I use this for indices. I use this for Forex, of course. So it's definitely a good strategy I have in my pocket to be able to ride the trend. This is kind of how to do it. So I want to kind of give you behind the scenes. Any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to help out. And hopefully I can see you inside and teach you about these indicators, give you access to them, and see how you can make some good results with it. Right, so I hope you get some value out of this. Again, these are my things. You can do your own stuff. Don't feel like you gotta copy what I do. The key here is to be able to build things that work with your own trading. And if you want to see these indicators in practice, if you want to use them for yourself, I'll put the link below. You can check it out. I put these available for like super cheap. I just want people to get to use it. See if they can get profitable with it. See if me teaching these things and having them use indicators make a difference. So I'm going to test it out for the next few months. And hopefully you can be part of the success stories out of this. For each indicator, I'm giving you a whole guide, a whole video lesson on how to use it and what things to look at and what things to be careful of. So you can actually go in the market and use them and see the results for yourself. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get super profitable out of this. These are like any other strategy out there, have drawdowns, have losses. You got to be able to understand that. But if you want to try it out and maybe simplify your trading or take better trades with what you already have going on also, then these are going to be a good fit for that. So link below, check it out. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section as always. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if it's not done yet. And I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.